Yo, Brent Master Transformation Mentor here. Now today's question is this: how do I get six-pack abs? I saw a picture you posted on Facebook and know that you used to be chubby. I was hoping you could tell me how I can go about achieving the same thing. Now first, let me tell you this. I struggled with this for 4 goddamn years, and those were 4 painful years of up and down, up and down, up and down. And the end result until rather recently was chubby Brent, which is just kind of puffy and soft looking. And I was totally frustrated with trying to do exactly what you said, which is get abs. You know, I wanted six-pack abs. I wanted, really simply, a flat stomach. I didn't want to be at the pool party in the summertime and be ashamed of taking off my shirt. I didn't want that beer belly hanging over my pants. And what I wanted was, I wanted to look awesome. I wanted to be so proud of myself that when I looked in the mirror, that I was like, damn, I look good. You know, and I just didn't have that. And I tried all kinds of shit and nothing worked. And when I stopped listening to people that didn't know what the hell they were talking about and found out what actually worked and just did that, then I got the results. And after 4 long years of pain and frustration, and I mean serious frustration, man. I mean, I was to the point of looking up liposuction procedures online. I'm not kidding you. Right? And that wasn't out of a sense of vanity. That was really just because I wanted to get the result. And that was what I thought I had to do. I thought that the only way it was possible to have a flat stomach with washboard abs was a surgical procedure. I thought that because of my genetics, and because my sister struggled with weight, and because my dad didn't have a flat stomach, that I was somehow genetically inferior, and so that was the only option left for me. Little did I know that I was wrong. And little did I know that that's actually not true for anybody. Anybody can get a flat stomach. Anybody can get six-pack abs. That's good news for you, because now that I've spent all this time struggling, you can laugh at my pain, as I can do now, and you can just reap the benefits like I've been able to do, and that you can do as well. And I got down to 6% body fat. So it's definitely possible, and now that I have this figured out, I can systematically engineer the same kind of results for any guy that wants. So here's the deal with six-pack abs. Very simply, it's about your diet. Okay, the first takeaway here is abs are made in the kitchen. Have you heard that before? I hope you have. If not, understand that that really is the answer here. Abs are made in the kitchen. So if you are already somewhat muscular, then really all you got to do is get your diet and nutrition handled, and you'll be golden, baby, golden. So we'll come back to that, you know, what to eat, how much to eat, etc., etc. But before we do that, the second thing I want to point out is ab exercises are bullshit. Now, this is something you're not going to believe. Okay, this is something that I don't expect you to believe, because if someone told me this, I wouldn't believe them. So I'm not expecting you to believe me, but I have to say this because this is the goddamn truth. Ab exercises will not give you abs. You could do 5,000 sit-ups every single day. Literally, you could do 5,000 sit-ups every single day for 6 months and not get six-pack abs. So ab exercises are not going to give you a six-pack. Ab exercises are not going to burn the belly fat off of your stomach, and ab exercises are not going to make your abs more visible if they're not visible already. I'll say that one more time. Ab exercises are not going to make your abs more visible if your abs are not visible already. So understand, thing 1, abs are made in the kitchen. Thing 2, ab exercises do not give you abs. I'm sorry, Mike Chang, but it's true. So number 3, let's talk about what to eat and how much to eat, okay? That's really the third and final piece here. And the answer is, it depends. I know that sucks, and I wish there was some solid, easy answer where I could say, just eat some magical Mayan superfood and you will have washboard abs, but that is not the case. Very simply, you have to get your diet handled. That's really it, okay? Now, how much you need to eat is the most important thing that you need to focus on. How much is much more important than what. Both are important, but what's more important is how much. And again, that is not something that you're going to believe me when I tell it to you, but it's something that you should listen to because it is what will get you a six-pack. Regardless of what you eat, if you eat too much, you will not get a six-pack. So the key is quantity. So the question is how much? And eating too much is a problem, and not eating enough is a problem. In order for you to get a six-pack, you need single-digit body fat or somewhere close to that, right? You need to be below 12% in order to have your abs showing. So that's the goal here, right? So determine what your body fat is now, and then determine how far you got to go. And this is very easy. Weigh yourself. You determine your body fat percentage, you weigh yourself, and then you say, okay, if you want to get to 10%, then you know how many pounds that you need to lose. So for most guys, this is going to be somewhere in the range of 2,000 calories. Somewhere in the range of 2,000 calories. Now, I do not recommend or advocate that you monitor or measure your calories, because very simply, a calorie doesn't equal a calorie, right? A calorie of fat does not equal a calorie of carbohydrates. So what you need to do is have a basic understanding of macronutrients. Now, this was the thing that made everything work for me. The secret that I discovered was macronutrient dieting. I hate to even call it a secret because it's so simple, but it really was a secret. It's not something that most people know, and it's something that was completely hidden from me, and it took me years to literally uncover. So it is a secret, and the secret is macronutrient dieting. Macronutrient dieting, specifically something called flexible dieting, is what did it for me. And flexible dieting is basing your diet and everything you eat on a simple macronutrient template. And I know that sounds sort of complicated, but it's not. It's actually really simple. It's only 3 things, because there are only 3 macronutrients. There are 3 and only 3 macronutrients. And those 3 macronutrients are things you are already familiar with, which is protein, fat, and carbs. Right? Protein, fat, and carbs. And there's ideal targets for those 3 things that when you eat them will create a situation in which you burn body fat. And if you base your diet on that template, on hitting those 3 targets, you will get a six-pack. It's really as simple as that. Now do that and watch your abs transform. I'm Brand Master Transformation Mentor, signing off.